Well, hey kids, welcome back to Story Time with Kurt Thompson. We're doing a little bit of music history in a kind of fun and lighthearted, humored type of way. And, you're going to have to forgive my pronunciation of some of these guys, including the word pronunciation. This next guy we're going to be talking about is, I believe, is pronounced JOSQUIN, probably JOSQUIN de PREZ. So if I butcher that over and over again, it's because he's not on my top 10 list of people that I play. I don't think he was one of those influential jazz or trumpet guys, but we need to know about him anyway. And so kids, get snuggled up, get some milk and cookies, and get your tootsies under the covers and turn the light down low. Here we go. So JOSQUIN de PREZ, one historian tells us, emerges from the midst in the 1460s or 70s in Milan. He had come out of the fog to see what he was writing. He was born about 1440 in Picardy and probably studied music under the composer of Ockeghem. Ockeghem was a big noise in his own time, but today we pay more attention to JOSQUIN. Other than that, we don't know a whole lot about his life. He traveled a lot, working as a singer and composer for popes, kings, and other big shots in Milan and Rome. And also at the court of the French king, Louis XII. That's actually not a bad gig. It sounds like he was kind of high up the ladder there. He had a reputation for being a bit headstrong. I wonder if there's anybody else around here like that. One of those brilliant but moody types, and the Duke of Ferrara was considering hiring him as a court composer. The Duke's secretary recommended that he hire Isaac instead. Isaac, the secretary said, got along better with people and composed music much more quickly. Not better, but faster. And composed 200 ducats, and Isaac would do the job for only, I see, the ducats is the money thing there. Let me rephrase that again. Okay, besides, JOSQUIN wanted 200 ducats, we'll just call it dollars, and Isaac only wanted to do the job for 120. However, JOSQUIN got the job anyway. That's the great thing about being a duke. You can ask for advice and then you can ignore it. Well, he had a wicked sense of humor. After he grew tired of waiting for a raise from the French king, JOSQUIN composed a motet on the text, "Remember thy word unto thy servant." Louis got the message, and JOSQUIN got his money, whereupon he composed another motet, "Lord, thou hast dealt graciously with thy servant." That's pretty funny. For JOSQUIN, composing motets was the Renaissance equivalent of writing inter-office memos. JOSQUIN seemed to have an obsession with money. Page turn. Okay. Technical difficulties here with some page turn here. Okay, kids, here we go. Hopefully that didn't wake you up, and you're back to kind of snoring a little bit now. I guess one of his best chansons is Faute d'argent, which is all about what a bore it is to have no money. If I say so, JOSQUIN's text says, it is because I know. A popular composing technique in those days was to build a mass or motet around the melody of a cantus firmus, or fixed song. The cantus firmus was taken from Gregorian chant or from other well-known song of the day. Try to imagine an entire mass based on the tune of Homme on the Range, and you'll get the idea. Yes. Among the best-known cantus firmus melodies is one called L'Homme Armé, all about a man with a sword in his hand. In JOSQUIN's day, you were nobody unless you had composed at least one L'Homme Armé mass. He composed two, just to be on the safe side. That's pretty funny. JOSQUIN eventually grew tired of life on the road and returned to his Picardy home in his final years. He died in 1521, leaving the way clear for those composers known as the post-JOSQUIN generation. These included, if I can pronounce all their names here, Nicolas Gombert, Adrien Willert, and Clemens Non-Papa. The reason for this last man's unusual name is not fully understood, but it probably had nothing to do with a paternity suit. Okay, kids. So there you have it. We were just studying JOSQUIN de PREZ, and it's likely that your music history professor has a much better way to pronounce that name. But I hope I gave you some inside information about him and something that might help you gel what you've been learning in your 1,500-page Music History 101 book there in college. So now it's time to turn off the light and get some shut-eye. Good night.